Thank you for clocking in. Thank you for clocking in.
Hello. Hello. Hi. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Hi. How is everybody?
Thank you for clocking in.
How is everyone? Oh, my timer is still up. Sorry. Ah. Okay. Hey. Hello.
Thank you for clocking in.
It's me. It's the Sprout. Or whatever. Thank you for the pats. I put a disclaimer in chat before, but a couple things. One, I am very tired, in a lot of pain, and stream will be short today. Two, some of my mic settings got changed, so if I sound super loud or really bad, please tell me. I don't listen to my audio playback, because if I did, I think I'd go crazy, but so I don't know how I sound, so let me know if it's ever a concern. Thank you. Thank you for the head pats and the blanket. I hope you all are doing well. I know I said last stream I would stream on the weekend. I'm sorry I'm a day late. I am feeling kind of gross and bad at the moment. Mentally I'm okay. Physically I'm like, eh. But I did want to do a little bit of Gabriel night because it has been almost a week and I felt a little bit bad about so much time in between the last stream. So expect a shorter stream today. I would say probably a little over 2 hours. But I think we're getting closer to the end of this game. I don't think we're going to be there this time, but closer. So I wanted to do some. But I really hope everyone's doing well today. It's, as always, lovely to see you all. I hope that you've eaten some tasty food, that you've hydrated if it's hot where you are especially. I just realized, by the way, as I'm talking, what's different about this model. Like, it's not as up to date because my ears look different. My ears are pointed up where now they're pointed out to the side more. I gotta edit this model. Anyway, I wanted to use it again. So anyway, hope everyone's well and can rest and take it easy. Yeah, so today is just more GK and I hope that you have fun watching me play it. I haven't been up to too much. I made a cake last night, which was fun. It was just a box cake, but I was craving cake. So I made some and it turned out really good. I changed the recipe a little bit and it was very tasty. Other than that, I've been playing Genshin and doing some Mabby stuff and being sad about Mexico losing, but it's okay. But anyway, I hope all are doing well, and if you need something to watch, GDQ is happening right now. We'll probably raid them at the end of stream. If I don't feel like doing much other than watching speedrunning. But anyway, last we left off, I took a lot of notes last time. Last we left off, we had a meeting with us as Gabriel and Grace. We met with Mosley, Madeline, and Bukele all at the same time, and we're like, hey, so what the fuck are you guys all doing? And they revealed to us that Mosley is, I think, either already CIA or is going to be CIA. Madeline's working for the French Internal Secret Service, and Bukele's with the Vatican. The last one I already suspected. The Madeline thing, I was expecting French police, so I guess it's like that, but more extreme. And I actually didn't expect the Mosley part. Didn't expect that. So we now know why they have been acting fishy. But now we know they're not suspects. But there's others that we need to look into. So I believe we're around 700 and something points out of 900 and something. With the speed and rate we've been accumulating points though, I think we're like 2 to 3 streams out from the end, depending on how long those streams are. As I said, today is going to be a shorter stream, so we likely won't get to the end today, but I did want to make some progress. And for everyone who's here, EB, Belle, Shane, Moritz, Silver, everybody, anyone else who's watching, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to spend it here on Twitch with me. I appreciate it so much. And I hope that I can provide a fun bit of puzzle solving and floundering around in the game for your entertainment. So, I think we're just gonna open it up. I think so. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. I'm impatient for the game. Okay, so something to note, by the way, for this game is we are finished with the big puzzle, the Serpent Rouge, that has taken up the past, like, 3 streams. So I actually don't know how the gameplay flow is really gonna go from here on out, but we're gonna see. I'm excited to find out. Okay, let's do it. It's so weird to think that we're finished with that, or at least it's mostly done, which is so crazy. Also, another final disclaimer, among the other ones I gave, I have my AC on in my office because it is really hot today and I'm running really warm. So if you can hear it while I speak, I appreciate the feigned ignorance about it, or the willful ignorance that it's there. Hopefully it's not too annoying. Nice, thanks Evie, I appreciate that. So we are almost at 800 points actually, wow, okay, I didn't know that. So we're in a Gabriel chapter, that's exciting. Maybe, as all the chapters that have been interesting so far have been Grace chapters. Well, that's not true, the other ones have been good. But now that we know what we know, I think we're just gonna go around and see what's up. So that's the last thing that happened. We had that cutscene, or it wasn't cutscene, it was like a... We talked with everybody.
It's Jean, the reception.
Okay, I know that. I meant to talk to him.
I just want you to know, you're doing a great job.
Oh, there's so many.
Okay, we've heard that a couple times. Just making sure there's nothing new. Nobody is in here. Is this open now? Am I crazy, or has the last one not been open this whole time? Or maybe just from this angle it's looked like. We are very, very close to the end? Oh my goodness. Okay, maybe it's a good thing then that this is going to be a shorter stream. Like, not sub-hour, but okay. With how, honestly, this is not meant to be a diss to myself, with how with how laborious this game has felt for the past handful of hours. Thorough, yeah, how thorough I've tried to be, I guess. I don't imagine we'll get there very quickly, which is kind of a good sign to me. I would like to have the ending stream be when I have a bit more energy, which I certainly don't have right now, but, okay, so really quickly, I'm just gonna do, in case time is gonna pass, I'm just gonna, like, inspect this or something. I just want to give a little bit of a rundown. So last stream we learned a lot. First off, we found out that Wilkes, the Australian guy, was killed because he was probably really way too close to finding the treasure, finding the truth. He was in room 23, so from here on out, I will check room 23 if I ever can, but eavesdropping isn't going to yield anything. Additionally, we talked to Larry, the guy who wrote this manuscript, and told us a couple of important things. That Montreux is not Freemason, or at least is not associated with the Scottish Rite. Prince James is or could be the best candidate to be on the throne. throne. We did not know what that meant at first, but that refers to the positions as a position as a European Union monarch. So not just the King of Scotland, the King of all of Europe, essentially. Prince James has suspected for a while since the beginning, since the comics, that the kidnapping of his child was politically motivated. There's usually someone in the Ren area to, quote, keep an eye out, that someone that's connected with the Stuart, aka Prince James family line, to keep an eye out for possible, like, usurpers or other groups or sects that could run counter to their plans. Manuscript that we have in front of us was written in secrecy, as there's opposition to this manuscript. The contents of the manuscript detail Larry Sinclair's personal and scientific historical opinion and genealogical approach that shows that Prince James is the best candidate and has the most thorough evidence of the bloodline within him, and the bloodline I'm referring to is the bloodline directly from Jesus Christ. He is the one who's most fit, and considering there are other sects that have split off, like the Priory of Sion, among others, that have their own, that claim other European families that claim that they have their own best candidate. This was written in secrecy on purpose. Some other related ideas is the descendants claim they are called the Desposini, and their symbol is a unicorn, which is something Gabriel has seen in his dreams. The unicorn horn is both a phallic symbol and representative of, quote, the fertile Jesus, aka like Jesus being able to bear a child. And there's much art of unicorns being hunted, which is an allegorical representation of the church's suppression of the Desposini, presumably because the image of Jesus as someone who not only had sex but had children is one that doesn't align with the church's overall puritanical enforcement of their believers. The Priory support the French families of Merovingian descent, so the Priory and the Freemasons were once one but split off. The Priory support the French families as the rightful bloodline holders and bloodline leaders, while the Templars support the Stuart or Prince James / Scottish line. Additionally, we also learned that Sangreal, aka Holy Grail, is not the correct word that was said to us while we were on the train, or is the proper word to be thinking about in general. It's actually Sangreal, which means royal blood or blood royal. So the Holy Grail points not to a physical object, as it was suspected since the very beginning of the game. It's an allegorical representation of Jesus's blood royalty. Something that's not super related, Estelle has a plastic water bottle. There's a cornucopia on it. I don't know why I wrote that down. A lot of the notes is just solving the last couple parts of Le Serpent Rouge from last time. We do have some notes that we as Grace received while we were walking around to various points in the valley, points that she discovered via the Serpent Rouge puzzle. At the south point of the hexagram, we received the note that says, "Where was Osiris when the star shone over Bethlehem?" which is probably referring to the fact that the constellation of Osiris/Orion, including Jupiter and I believe Saturn, is believed to be the contingent of stars that was the Star of Bethlehem in general, the one that guided, the Magi, which leads into what we found at the north point of the hexagram, which is who were the Magi, which is what is asked of us. Last note that's important, at least to me, is that the Serpent Rouge makes reference to 3 rooks or 3 towers, and I believe that's referring to the Tower of Magdala, which is in Rennes-le-Château, where we are. The former, which is not a full tower, it's the ruins of one, Tower of Blanchefort, but the 3rd tower, I don't know where that is, so that might be important. There's also a cave at, I believe, the south point of the hexagram, which Grace didn't enter alone because she was like, maybe I should go with Gabriel. And after that, you're up to speed. So that's a bit of my recap from last time, if that's of note to anybody. This is the note regarding...
Looks like Wilkes might have been onto something after all. I wonder if that's what made him a target. Then again, maybe he just stumbled into the wrong neck of the woods.
So we don't have a lot of the same... We obviously don't have the same stuff Grace had, so it's a little bit difficult. Okay, so another thing I wanted to mention is, like I said, room 23 is where Wilkes was, so eavesdropping there isn't going to yield much. But Bukele is in room 21. We know he's with the Vatican, so as far as what's going on with him, we know why he's here and what he's looking into. He's trying to defend the church's interests and at least just get a read on the situation. 33 is Mosley, who's working with the, obviously, American CIA. 25 is our room. 27 is Emilio's room. And Emilio's probably the most interesting to me because we've tried to get fingerprints from him multiple times, but he appears to not have fingerprints, or at least either not have fingerprints or handle everything with gloves, which we don't see. So there's something going on with him, as well as his photos of Jesus, his Aramaic records that he has, though he does, it's talked about by everyone else as being of Muslim faith, and presumably from all like the evidence that we've seen in terms of the way he eats, his lack of drinking, and him swapping rooms to pray, or presumably to pray. That likely is true, but with all the stuff he has with him, we're not sure what's going on there. 29 is Madeline's room. Like I said, she's with the French Secret Service, so as far as what she's doing, she's trying to make sure that none of this runs counter to the French government, which, with the mention of a monarchy for the whole European Union, it likely will. 31 has Estelle and Lady Howard, and Lady Howard, when she was out in the field with Estelle, where we saw Estelle's water bottle, mentions Dr. Wen in the 1968 Egyptian artifacts that he found and something called the Great Seed. My preliminary guess is they have been being scammed this whole time by something unrelated to the area, and they're kind of just barking up the wrong tree, but there could be something legitimate with it. I just don't know yet. So essentially the only two parties, three people that are still like, huh? Are the two ladies from England and Emilio. That does not include Montreux, though, who is at the vineyard, who's probably the most suspect, at least to me, so far. But yeah, that's what's up right now. I think Grace is back to reading, it seems. I don't know if we've come in here since. I don't think we have, because the start of the chapter was just, or the time block was just the meeting.
Mosley's right. She is a babe. I really need to figure out what I'm gonna do.
You just thought that? I hate him sometimes. How dare he? Okay. No, we're leaving that to the end.
You've made some progress with Sydney, you said?
Yeah, I did. Several times.
Well, what'd you find out?
Oh, lots of stuff you probably don't care about. But it did help me find an entrance to an underground cave. I think
You should
Wilkes was
care
onto
about
before he died.
That does sound promising. Maybe we can go over it later. I have a few last things I want to do first.
Sure,
Can we talk about the case for a minute?
of course.
I've been thinking about our list of suspects. Larry and Prince James are Freemasons. The Abbé is Priory. I think we can cross them off.
Right. Bukele is Vatican, Madeline is French Internal Secret Service, and Mosley is, God help us, CIA.
Yeah, makes you think about renouncing your U.S. citizenship, doesn't it?
I've survived Gingrich, I can survive this. But anyway, it's starting to feel like the end of 10 Little Indians. There's hardly anybody left.
There's still Emilio and the two British
Montreux.
guys.
Come on, they're harmless. Well, okay, they're not exactly harmless, from a sociological standpoint, but they are certainly not kidnappers. There's also Montreux. I deciphered Le Serpent Rouge, and it showed a red serpent on
The music is way too
its
loud.
tail wrapping right around Chateau de Serres. It really... well, it's pretty creepy.
I agree. He's our best suspect at the moment. I'll go check out Sarah's again. In the meantime, you keep an eye on Emilio, Lady Howard, and Estelle.
All right, but be careful.
Okay, here we go.
I need to decide what it is I want to have happen before I talk to her about it. I don't want to screw up again.
Fair. But obviously, I just want to say, Gabriel, when you ask a question, usually a yes or no question, you have to be prepared for both answers. So even if you want something to happen, it might not happen. Also, forgive my model doing its dance. It tends to be its new issue these days, but hopefully that clears up eventually. Okay. Well, I'll do a quick save because we did speak to her. We got some good info. Or some debriefing, which is good. So it seems heading to Montrose spot is the likely best plan. However, I do want to be thorough about the locations and the eavesdropping, so I will try to do that. Also, Evie, thank you for letting me know that we're getting close. I was thinking that that's probably likely, even though I thought we had less points than we do now. The accumulation of points is pretty rapid. At least last stream, it felt like we shot up a bunch of points pretty quickly. So, especially with endgame stuff.
I don't think anybody's in there.
Okay, so they're not home right now. Especially with endgame stuff, endgame things are often worth more points. So it's like, good to know that we're getting there, I guess, for sure.
Looks like Madeline's here.
Alright, so Prince James is staying there. Is the other car still here too? Yeah, that's Larry's car, right?
Larry's here.
I'm not sure if we're able to go in here, but I think we would be able to.
That must be Prince James's car.
I'm not sure if going here first is the best idea, but I'm gonna do a save and call it beep beep.
I do appreciate your returning the manuscript, Mr. Knight.
If I'd known what Mr. Sinclair here was up to, I wouldn't have taken it in the first place.
Well, what's done is done. But I think it's time we had a serious conversation.
Absolutely.
Viticulture, negotiations, manuscript, and bloodline. We'll start with grapes.
Does the grapevine motif mean anything to you? Viticulture in general?
Yes. The wine of communion represents the blood of Jesus, and the grape represents his body. And the grapevine, in some circles, represents the desposome, the house of David. You have heard Jesus called the fruit of David, I assume.
Of course.
Where did you see such a motif, Mr. Knight?
Oh, it's in the church.
Who is this man?
What are these negotiations between the Freemasons and the Priory about?
Because of our common heritage, there's certain wisdom and property that's shared. And now that the dispute over the bloodline heir is coming to a head, these things must be settled.
You're trying to get permits to excavate out here, aren't you?
I don't know where you heard such a thing, but I admit we have been hedging our bets in case negotiations go badly.
What about the Priory? What do they have that you want?
The Priory controls the treasure the Templars couldn't take with them to Scotland because it was embedded in the very landscape.
The treasure of Rennes-le-Château?
Yes, but they're not to touch it until we've agreed on a treaty. You see, we have things they want too.
What kind of property do the Freemasons have?
We have a few of the treasures that have always been sacred to the descendants of Moses.
Like what? The Ark of the Covenant? Something like that?
I'm not at liberty to say, but the bloodline treasures are dispersed. Whoever takes the mantle, in the end, will want them. All of them.
Do you consider yourself to be a bloodline descendant, Prince James?
Well, it may sound foolish to you, but a belief in our lineage and the responsibility that it brings has been the motivation behind everything the Stuarts have done for centuries. You see, we take our heritage very seriously.
Also, I thought you were Scottish.
So, you think the kidnapping is a response to Sinclair's manuscript, to its positioning you as the head of the bloodline?
It's not just the manuscript, but... Yes.
Have you received any demands from the kidnappers, or...?
No. Look, I'm willing to give up my claim forever if that's what they want, as long as my son is safe. But we don't even know who to contact to make such a concession. The Priory swears they're not responsible, and no one else has come forward. My God, I'm at the end of my rope.
Perhaps it's not political.
If I let myself even consider that it might be the night visitors, I can't imagine what they would want with...
I'm sorry. I know how awful this is.
What about my son, Mr. Knight? I'm willing to tell you certain things, but please, have you learned anything new?
I've narrowed it down to a few suspects. In fact, I was going to follow up on that right now.
Very well. Mesme and I will continue our own efforts. We'll see you back here this evening, then.
Absolutely. And, try not to worry.
I do appreciate your tenaciousness, Mr. Knight.
Yeah? I've had shots for that, but never mind. I'll see you.
What an extraordinary man.
You think?
No point in going back there until I can give Prince James a firm answer.
I felt bad. I skipped him walking up because it was going to take forever for him walking up the stairs. And I didn't know. I guess I would have seen the guy, Mesme, open the door. Maybe? I was like, who is he? So... I need to check something. I need to check something that's not in the game. I need to check something that is in the comic book. Because I don't believe it's discussed in the game. And I need to find the comic book again. I don't remember if I downloaded the comic book. I think I might have. Give me just a second. Yes, I got it. Okay. There's something I need to clear up for myself. I'll put it up on the screen so you guys can see too. I wanted to clear up how the night visitors intersect with Prince James's family in the first place, which they do talk about. There he is. Okay. So Mesme is talked about. He's like his right-hand man, butler, perhaps a lover, who knows. Okay. You need a Schottenjäger? I'm afraid so. The Stuarts are a very old family. For a long time, we have been plagued by a kind of anemia. Like the Romanovs? Yes and no. Stuart heirs have unusual episodes. They awake in the morning, exhausted and pale. Upon examination, it's evident that they are suffering from severe anemia. Gradually, they recover, but it happens again, sometimes within months, sometimes not for years. Sounds like a medical problem, does it? I think this is they're referring to, like, yeah, his son or something. Guards and dogs fall asleep, locks are broken, nothing stops it. So I wanted to confirm. Thank you, Mesme. This is my son, my first child. I don't expect you to understand, but when it comes to my own suffering, I could accept the night visitors, as we call them. But now that it's Charlie, I simply cannot bear the thought. We protect this baby from the night visitors. Do you really think you could? Yes, we'll do our best. Okay. So, I wanted to check. I was fairly certain that this was like their whole family line experiences this, are visited by the quote night visitors. I wanted to remember that this wasn't like an isolated incident. So, I'll leave this open in case I need to refer to it again. But, okay. That's good to remember. Let me minimize this. We'll leave that. Now that we have that clarified for us. I'm gonna check the tower.
Excuse me, Mr. Arnaud.
Oh.
Hello, Mr. Knight.
I've been meaning to ask you something.
And what is that?
I've been meaning to ask you about your association with the Priory of Sion.
Where did you hear such a thing?
Prince James's men? See, I'm working for Prince James. I came here to see about the kidnapping myself.
I see. Well, I'm not really surprised, though I would have expected more polish from Prince James's agents. Ce n'est pas d'importance. You will learn nothing from me. The Priory would never stoop to kidnapping a child.
And tell me, what sort of things would the Priory stoop to?
I have nothing to say to you about the Priory, Mr. Knight. But whatever you hear from Prince James, remember, it is their side of the story.
Yeah, okay.
So there really is a treasure?
Beyond measure.
Well, so why don't you just go in and take it?
The Templars lived a long time ago.
You don't know where it is, do you?
There are certain disadvantages to keeping information in the hands of a chosen few. When the French Revolution occurred, the Abbé here was the guardian. He was forced to flee to Spain. His records were lost for decades. Then Saunier rediscovered them. He was a greedy bastard, and he was tormented by the Great Secret. He offered fragments of the documents for exorbitant sums. He fabricated and destroyed evidence and died without revealing what he knew.
That's why you've leaked information, isn't it? You hoped someone would solve the riddle for you.
There is a season for everything, and the
It was
season
him.
for the unveiling is coming very soon. One way or another, the treasure will come to light.
What is it you're so determined to unveil?
One day soon, you shall know.
He's the one who helped us. Wow.
The Priory's trying to get official permission to excavate in the area, isn't that right?
Yes, but so are the Freemasons. Naturally, we have an advantage being French.
And what exactly are you planning to excavate?
Far more learned ears than yours have been denied that knowledge.
Really? Including yours? Have they told you what it is?
Really? Quel toupet?
The Priory does have issues with Prince James, though, doesn't it? Political issues?
What could you understand about such matters? We have been working for centuries to get the bloodline on the throne of France. Do you know, we almost succeeded. Marie Antoinette was desposée, and she had a son who would have been king. But the damned revolution ruined everything.
Whoa.
Yeah, revolutions can really fuck up your long-term conspiracies. I take it the Priory doesn't like the idea of the Stuarts regaining power.
In Scotland, perhaps. Not in France. Not over the European Union. The Habsburg-Lorraines are a much more critical line. Besides, we could hardly accept a Scot on the throne.
I see your point. Oh, those bagpipes can get annoying. Excelsior Montreux, the owner of Chateau de Serras, is he a Priory member too?
Not at all. Why?
Oh, just wondering.
Now excuse me, Mr. Knight. Oh, and I do wish you luck in finding the infant.
Montreux is not a Priory member? Okay, that's important. Okay, so that was really enlightening in general. Glad I checked his tower. Girl in the tower. That was really, really, really cool. Okay. So we learned that he's the one who's been helping us try to solve this with the limited documentation he has, or the Priory has. We also learned that Montreux is not a Priory member. Saunier went mad with the knowledge that he had after the original Abbé left during the revolution to Spain, and Saunier got all the documents, or got what he could, and then sold them off to people in parts.
They're dead serious about keeping people out of there, aren't they?
most of the stuff connected to the church is likely taken care of by now, but maybe not. Just want to do a glance over everything. I guess nothing visibly would have changed, but just to be sure. Okay, so at this point, I do think I want to leave. We did save, so that's good. I do think I want to head out. Which is nice that Gabe can access all the spots that Grace could. It's not locked to person, which I guess makes sense. However, I'm gonna start here. Because I know they're not in their room. Also, I did... Okay, so it's 3 to 6 is what we're dealing with. Okay. Good to know. Where's Lady Howard? Oh, she's laying down. She's sleeping? She's literally sleeping.
I'd pay good money to see Estelle throw that dirt at Lady Howard.
So much dirt everywhere. It's crazy. Okay. We'll do a quick save.
What a great mound of turpitude. Oh, poor Estelle. She's kind of like a faithful bulldog, isn't she?
They're not going to be happy with me, but... Hi.
Good afternoon, Mr. Knight.
You need to slow down before you hit oil.
I appreciate your concern. I'll be finishing up here soon.
Nothing, huh?
No, not a thing.
Does she really need money that badly?
Lily's not the sort to live like ordinary people. She was raised to shine. Oh, you wouldn't understand. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Oh, this is getting kind of sad. I mean, it has been for a little bit. The fact that I could, like, think on this is kind of interesting. I don't imagine it'll be of note, but never know.
She doesn't shut up that often. I'd hate to spoil the moment.
This is their map. Okay, I'm pretty sure there's not much going on with them at the moment. I'll do another quick save, and I'll try to remember that the quick save is... Actually, no, I'll just do a full save on their screen, so I remember. Better idea. Poor gals. Alright. Let's continue our look around. We're gonna go to...
Why would they stop here?
I'm gonna go to the winery last. I'm gonna go there yet. I really don't think anyone else is out at the moment, though. But it doesn't hurt to check. If I don't see a bike, I should just be good to not check it, you know? If I don't see, like, someone here. There's less people about. I guess I didn't check where Mosley was. Get some rest, Phil. Good night. Take care. And I hope for whatever you have to wake up for that it goes okay. All good. Actually gonna go back and see if what's up with Mosley. I don't think we talked to him again. If I can see what's up with him. Might not be the case.
I'm not sure what I'd say.
Alright, so doesn't matter anyway. Work, new schedule. Oh, got you. That makes sense. So, yeah, it makes sense that there's not much going on with that. Kind of more locked in. We got the bumpers on. What did we do that? Get on, get off. I guess because everyone's in, there's not much point of going to the lookout spot at Blanchford anyway, because, like, everyone's home. So, I do think it's funny that this place has had next to nothing important happen at it.
Call me crazy, but my guess is he's the bartender. Hey, how's business?
Désolé, je ne parle pas anglais.
Okay.
Just wanted to check. Okay, I do think we should head to the winery. Obviously. Yeah, let's just do it. If I miss anything in all these spots, I just really have a hard time believing that I will, because there's not much else happening. So glad that Orange Rock eventually paid off. That was so exciting.
This must be where Gracie found the manuscript. There's nothing in there now. It's a big old orange rock.
Okay, so I think we'll just go. Oh, I forgot it's closed. I forgot it's closed. I'll do quick save.
Now that is downright rude.
I agree.
Classy sign. Snooty, even.
Is that like a skull with vines coming out of it? Oh my god. Okay. Time to break it in, or... Nice job. That's menacing.
It's Marceau.
The chateau is closed, Monsieur Knight.
I noticed. Well, I didn't see a buzzer down at the gate, so I had to come up. Now, I hate to bother y'all, but I'm leaving the area today, and I really need to ask Mr. Montreux just a few more teensy questions. Oh, please.
Oh, wait here.
Why is that man gray? Is he a vampire? Oh, he's kind of clipping, so that's an other dimensional being. Hi, I'm back. You're really scary. He's really scary. I don't like him.
My apologies, Mr. Knight. It is a very bad day for visitors.
Boy, I've had some of those. This is probably really inconvenient, but I'm leaving France today, and I was hoping to feature Sarah's in my article. You made quite an impression on me.
Did I?
Oh,
The
yeah.
smile.
What I was really hoping was to snag a few more bottles of that Merlot. My editors won't let me give anything 5 stars unless they've tasted it, and boy, that Merlot deserves 5 stars.
Oh, well then, I applaud your taste. Of course I can get you more bottles. I'll have Marceau open the tasting room.
Actually, I'm guessing, well, you guys have a wine cellar. Am I right?
Yes?
Could we go down there and get the wine? It'd make a much more romantic opening for my article. I could just make it up, but as you said yourself, God is in the details.
I don't believe I said that, but I couldn't agree more. I'll take you down myself.
Oh, wow.
Oh, God.
Knew this place would be great.
I feel like I'm gonna get kidnapped.
I was reading about those Roman mines they had around here. Does this cellar attach to anything, like that?
No. Ah, here it is, the 76 Merlot.
I've been thinking about what you said. About how
like
the
this.
breeding of grapes
I'm
is like
scared.
breeding of people.
That is not what I said.
Oh, it's a terrific analogy. Maybe even the angle on my new story. So, would you say this Merlot is like, say, a king of wines? Or just a gorgeous camel? Look at that. God, am I an idiot?
No, please, don't bother. It's...
Ow!
Oh my.
Ooh.
Oh, it's nothing.
Oh?
You are asking about the wine? No, not a prince. Our little Merlot. Then again, it's not exactly wine in the box either. But yes, it's eminently drinkable.
Right. Oh, gosh, look at the time. I have that flight to catch. Thanks. See myself out. God.
Oh no, what the hell are you doing? What happened here? Oh shit. Am I okay?
Night.
Do I have a cut on my hand now? That was a bit terrifying. That was a bit super scary, awful. That was a bit super spooky. Oh my goodness. Because he's not only evil, he's not only like evil sounding, he's also like... What is it? What did he say before? He's also like misogynistic and sexist and also like very, very like sexually creepy, which this game is doing a lot. Evil... Dude's got a blood kink. Save. Maybe not, actually. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Can I, like, snoop around here? Is that a bad idea? That might be a bad idea. That might be a bad idea for me to snoop around. We do have ads coming up. When they do come up, I'm gonna go grab a piece of cake. It's like a small little piece, promise. And I'll probably have that during our ads. But I do want to see... Can we go in here?
Ooh, I really don't want to go back in there.
Yeah, but like we're here, and we've never had survival instincts.
Ooh, I really...
So, why do we have them now?
I wonder if there's any chance that... Hey, it's open.
Oh shit, who is it? What the fuck? Who was it? Oh no! Oh no! No, bitch. No, bitch! I'm scared! Oh no! I'm scared! I feel more scared as Gabriel than I do when I'm playing as Grace. Like, obviously I don't want Grace to get hurt and I'm scared for her, but like, when I'm playing as Gabe, I'm like, oh fuck, this bitch is hopeless. Like, I know he has a dagger and a medallion or whatever, but I at least know Grace knows sick Tai Chi. I don't know, I feel more scared as him. Exactly, Silver. So am I. And like the games play into that, right? Where it's like she's like the logical, like, you know, planner who like can fend for herself, and Gabe's just like fucking walking basically dick first into terrifying situations and being like, nah, I'll win. I'll live. I wouldn't put her past that either. I think she'd have a really cool, like, tiny Derringer gun or something. And it'd be like... I don't know if Grace has a Glock, is what I'm saying, but she might in modern day. I don't know. But yeah, extendo baton, something like that. Yeah, she for sure defends herself. For sure. We already know she can do it with CQC, essentially. Okay, so I'm gonna BRB because we have ads. And I'll be back. But holy shit, I'm actually spooked. I'm actually spooked. So I'm gonna steel myself, and I'll be back afterwards. Take care, everyone. Thank you for supporting me and watching the ads. I know they're annoying, but I appreciate it. So yeah, I'll be right back, everyone. See you shortly. Hello, everyone. I'm back. That was like the exact amount of time I needed to eat a small piece of cake, so thank you. Also, hello, Boop. Yes, I saw that with the the soccer game. But that is true. I'm glad that that our boys in blue 3 out of 4 is great, especially with how good especially with the sorry, I put my hat on. Especially with the game Roki started, I was nervous. But they sure had his back, and crazy runs, crazy offense. And Yoshi's really good performance. Overall, I'm happy about the outcome, despite the 1 loss, but yeah. Welcome in, Boo. For those who were not here just a second ago, Um, I was Boop, genuinely. I didn't stop watching. I think my Papatella and I switched to watching soccer because we were like, it's just, let's just not do this to ourselves, you know? And especially Roki's like, I really like him. I don't think anything could make me hate him. I just want to see him do well, especially because he's had a handful of starts this season that have been like, holy shit, he looks so good. And so it's like, I just want that to be consistent for him. I think, you know, I hope for that for him. So I was really nervous with that game. So the fact that they managed to win it all, or, you know, fucking produce that much offense at all was really exciting. But yeah, sport ball aside, I think we might be about to be murdered. I don't know though, so we're gonna see what's going on. Officially sealed it? Yeah, that checks out. What is it, like 4-1 now? Oh, there are bats in here. That's not at all on the nose with the vampire thing, is it?
Guess even vampires have to fix their car. Oh, I don't...
What about Hammer? That's somebody walking. Yeah, it has to be.
They're storing something in here. It would make too much noise.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't. What the fuck is going on up here?
What's up there?
What in God's name was that? Wait, what? I'm not done. It was like black and red, like...
After tonight, the adepts will converge.
There, that's them.
Oh, shit.
Adepts converge in Cairo?
Voila, Mission Night. What are you?
Look, it's the man from the train.
Oh, fuck no, dude. No, 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 no. Was that the only bit of this time block? Did I miss anything? Oh shit, dude. Gabe's sections are a lot shorter. Eebs, if you're still around, can I have, if you have a second, let me know. If not, I can do a cursory glance myself. Oh my god, that was scary. Yeah, maybe, I think the fact that there were bats in there at all... Okay, I was tipped off pretty immediately. Like, I'm gonna say this. I was not surprised that this guy is, like, the culprit or connected with the vampires at all. Like, as soon as I met him, I was like, him and his dude have, like, gray skin. Like, that's a bit weird. So... little on the nose there, but yeah, the bats and like that weird shit that was on the ceiling is spooky. Eves, I was just curious if you could potentially peek at something for me. I just want to know if I missed anything in this time block. Part of me thinks no, because everyone that we're staying with in the hotel. Oh yeah, Boop, for sure. For sure. There are actual vampires in this game. So there is a... I'll show you real quick, because I looked at this earlier. So this game has a prologue that is you need to read to understand the contents of the game, and it's a graphic novel that came with the game. And we're hired by Prince James to look after his son because his family line, the Stewart's family line, have been plagued by some kind of anemia for a long time. They awake in the morning exhausted and pale. They're suffering from severe anemia. Sometimes it happens every few months, not for years. And Prince James refers to them as the night visitors, and even shows this. Like, that's clearly a vampire bite. So yeah, we've been dealing with vampires this whole time. But we've only seen them in, like, visions. We know a couple things about these vampires from the comic and the events of the game. the vampires A can float. B, they have paralyzing powers. C, they, if Gabriel's dreams are to be trusted, they can take, but based on the blood that they consume, they can gain attributes from the owner of that blood. For example, there's a scene where they're shown cutting open a unicorn and drinking the blood of a unicorn, and one of them sprouts a horn from his head. I'm assuming the floating thing or the flying thing might also be connected to that. Maybe. So we know those three things about these vampires, and we just haven't known who they are connected to, because there's like the Freemasons, there's the Priory, and then it's like, oh, are they a third sect? It seems like likely. I don't know if we've done everything we need to do in this time block, given the fact that I have nothing has been said in chat. I'm thinking we're fine. I think we're okay. If I do need to check, I can. But yeah. Oh my god. Okay, this is also spooky. Because it's looking like there's some, like, ritual happening of some sort. And I've never seen this man. I'm gonna do a save and just do question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. We're gonna continue.
Where could he be?
Could he be indeed?
No, I don't see. Maybe Wilkes was getting too close.
So looking at everything we've got. Oh, sorry.
How bizarre. I mean,
I don't think we really have... Oh shit, emails.
to mix blood distills gold. Mixing blood to create the elixir of life. The Philosopher's Stone. Montreux and his pals are into some weird blood cult thing. I think they're the vampires.
Oh, right. We looked up the symbols for the coat that we found in his... Like, the coats we found upstairs in his house. That makes sense. So we're coming to the same conclusions in parallel scenes. To mix blood to distill. I'm gonna draw these even though I don't have to. I want to. Boop. Also, Boop, if you're still here, didn't you say that you thought that the US was gonna get to the round of 16? Like, at least? And you were like... I was like, oh... I think I said something of like, oh, I don't think... wouldn't have guessed the US is good. Has a good team, and you're like, yeah, they'll probably get to, like, the round of 16. So you were right. You were spot on. I'm still a little sad about Mexico, but I usually don't watch football at all. Doesn't it usually end up being like a lot of European countries? Maybe not always. I mean, the fact that Brazil got out too is crazy. But I know the Norwegian team is crazy. I thought they would... yeah, I thought so too. I thought they'd at least make it to the quarterfinals, mainly because I just wanted to believe. So, alchemical gold, philosopher's stone. It's South America and Europe, yeah. Or the Europe of South America, Argentina. I suppose. Okay. Wrote those down, just for fun. You know what? Yeah, I think so too, Boop. And especially, like, I was seeing so much talk of beforehand of, like, oh my god, is the English team going to be able to play there? Because, like, they're like, concerned about high altitude or whatever, and it's like, oh, but Mexico's never lost in that stadium. There's just a bunch of, like, talk around it. Yeah, I was in Mexico too, for sure. Okay. I'm gonna take a glance at the UHS really quickly. Best game so far. Yeah, it was a great game. I did not see all of it. I saw some highlights after because I was out, but I did see a good amount of it. Okay, I'm just checking. I guess I didn't look at the car. So I'm looking at the UHS, by the way, guys, which is the Universal Hint System. It was just going through all the stuff you're supposed to do in that last Gabriel time block. This is not for points. I think this is just for everything. It says, you'll see a mysterious black sedan and look at the bats on the ceiling. So I don't know if we were supposed to inspect the car, if that, like, lost us some points, maybe. I don't know. But we did look at the bats, so it does seem like we didn't miss anything in that time block, to be honest. However, not clicking on anything, the UHS is sorted by the time blocks. I'm seeing here that on day 3, we are in the second to last time block of the game. And because of that, I'm a bit concerned about what is to be had and how much longer we have in this game. So, with that in mind, you're totally fine, Eebs. Do not worry about it. You're all good. I figured I can handle the peeking at stuff myself. I'm all good. I figured that we were good for the time, for sure. I figured we were fine because, like I said, pretty much everyone else was, like, occupied. What I am curious about, though, really quickly, I'm gonna restore super fast. Super fast. You're totally good, Eebs. I'm good now. I'm fine. Basically, what I was asking is, like, oh, did we do everything in this time block? I just checked the UHS, didn't spoil anything, so I'm good. I'm going back for one thing and one thing only. I'm gonna see if Gabriel says anything about the car. Because there was a time where we saw a black car driving around, and that we couldn't follow, so I'm curious if he has any...
Black sedan. I knew it.
So it was Montro's car that was driving around. We didn't get points for that, that's fine, but I was just curious if that was gonna... anything was gonna be said.
Guess even vampires have to fix their car. Oh, I don't think a screwdriver.
You're all good, Evie. I'm totally fine. You just take care of yourself and have some... and hope whatever you're up to, if you're up to anything, is fun.
They're storing. It would make too much noise.
So I'm gonna get a better look at this. So I guess those are just supposed to be a bunch of bats? I guess? I thought it was like mold or like some like spooky magic thing. I mean, it still could be, I suppose, but... can I look at the plate?
A black sedan. What's up there?
Okay, so the rest of this is going to be the same, by the way, guys. I just wanted to check if looking at the car meant anything. Okay.
Where could he be?
So, we're just gonna move around in this chapter. Based on the title, today is just going to be a shorter stream. I'm likely going to end a little past 2 hours. I usually end a little past 3, but today we're going to end a little past 2 hours. Maybe earlier if I get the suspicion, the sniff that we're likely going to get close to the end, because I would like there to be another stream of this game to like kind of close everything out. So if today is just a shorter one, that's fine by me, and if, you know, we can check the VOD if you need to catch up or anything like that, but
New email.
check it.
To mix blood distills gold. Mixing blood to create the elixir of life. The Philosopher's Stone. Montreux and his pals are into some weird blood cult thing. I think they're the vampires.
There's something I wanted to briefly talk about this. Like, this is just for me. It's obviously for all who are listening. This is just my opinion about the Gabriel Knight games. I think describing the Gabriel Knight games as a whodunit or investigation or mystery game is technically true. But what's fascinating about the games is, to be honest, all 3 games, it seems, at least to me as the player, I'm speaking as just myself, it might be different for everyone else playing this, of course. For me, it always seems pretty quickly across the runtime of the whole game, pretty obvious who the culprit is. It's less, this is the first one that I think has had such a rigid, like, you know, collecting evidence and suspects and all these things. The other ones, it's like, they're kind of just mental notes, especially the first game. The second one too, because literally Gabriel stumbles into the right group of people right away. The right group that's going to get him to the actual culprit. It's the first people he interacts with, like the hunting club. Not first people, but you kind of get what I'm saying. There's no trial and error of like, oh, there are these people, then there's these people, then there's these people. But the game always suspends the possibility at all times. The first game, less so, I think. The first game, the mystery is just as much as figuring out what's up with Gabriel as well as what's up with the murders. But I really think it's fascinating that it's less about like keeping things just obscured, not just for the character but for the audience. Like, it's less of like an Agatha Christie who did it, everyone's possible, right? It's usually like pretty quickly into the game, it's like, it's likely this person or this group of people or this person's associated with the right group that's done this, right? Which I think is so interesting, which in a way could be a mark down for the games if you're looking for a whodunit, let me figure it out, kind of like Lamplight City attempts to do it as well. Obviously it's very inspired by GK1. The thing with Lamplight City, slight tangent, is that pretty much every case is genuinely solved the full, thorough, and correct way if you just keep going past the initial suspect realization. There's never a time where you have to just quit early and you get the right answer. But anyway, in terms of Gabriel Knight, you're right that he truly did stumble on the right folks in the game, which made it feel more... I think you're totally right, Evie. What makes it work in the terms of this series is that we have the knowledge. In the first game in the beginning we don't, but we have the knowledge that he's guided by this kind of genealogical serendipity. Does that make sense? Basically to say that in his actual bloodline, that in his Schottenjäger identity comes a certain sense of a certain force of magical serendipity, which is like, you could just say, oh, it's because he's a Schottenjäger, like, the supernatural world just works and weaves around him that he ends up in the right place at the right time. That's a form of his power, a form of the Schottenjäger's abilities, right? It's just to end up in the right spot at the right time. You can also spin it as he's a charismatic southern guy, which they do a lot. They do mention that a lot. So his luck and his social tact is what gets him in the right place at the right time. Regardless, I think the games do a good job of maintaining a level of organic feeling to it. This one, though, I never really... I obviously still want to know what's up with all the people that are here at the hotel. That's still confusing. I never had an inkling that any of them were associated with vampires. At all. Like, literally at all. Which I suppose the game maybe wasn't trying to get you to do. They throw a bunch more parties at you as possibilities in this one compared to the last two. Which I think is an interesting approach. It seems like they're going more with like the procedural nature of like, you gotta figure out who done it. Kind of like, Dagger of Amun-Ra, the previous Sierra game, but they don't fully lean into it. They still stick with the Gabriel Knight sort of formula of like, nah, it's the first creepy guy. It's the first guy that you talk to that seems the creepiest. This game, to be fair, also has the Abbe, which is a bit like suspicious, right? There's people that are suspicious, but like as soon as I met Montreux, I'm like, yeah, it's this guy. If it's not, you know, maybe I would have been happy to be wrong, and I am happy with the way that it played out, and I don't think it's like not earned, so to speak. But I just think it's fascinating that it's like, that's kind of the way these games go, and I suppose that's why they are marketed as suspense and detective games and stuff, but it's different than other games where it's like, you genuinely know as much as the character does, and you have to figure out who did it. It's like, not really that. It's kind of interesting. As we're nearing what I'm assuming is getting to the end of the game, it's just really interesting to think about this one because it's really interesting. This game is way more interesting than I thought it was going to be. Who is it?
I wonder where he's going. Maybe I should just follow him.
Say no more. Is it going to outside? Okay. I'll talk to Estelle too. I forgot it was already getting sundown. Oh, the music. Oh, the music. Tailing mission. Let's go into the church graveyard alleyway. What's happening here? It's Mesme. What?
Please.
The reverence is not for you.
I know that.
You should not be here. You should not be anywhere near this place.
They do not know I'm here.
You had better hope not. We have enough to worry about with the baby.
Has there been any confirmation that he's the Kanosh Kanaya?
No, the signs are ambiguous. We won't know for certain until he's old enough
I think Emilio
to
is
show his
Jesus.
will.
But if you do not know, they cannot know either.
I'm certain they do not, but they will take his blood anyway. And it may be enough.
Of course, we must stop them.
How? You have been watching Mr. Knight?
Yes, you were right about his family. He has his own destiny to fulfill in all of this. And the girl has found the entrance to the
Hi,
temple.
come here.
It may be too late. We're almost out of time.
Not until midnight. I have tried to prepare them as best I could, but it is almost cruel to send him in.
Do you foresee something?
I have told you, I will not foretell the outcome, but the forces arrayed below will be terrible.
He
Below.
will not be sent alone. When can we start?
Give me time to speak with him. I will call you at the villa.
Very well. Till then.
Shit, dude, this is the coolest stuff so far. They just don't see me? Okay. The Kanosh Kanaya. Prince James's son, is that?
Oh my god, what is going on?
But they'll take his blood anyway. They don't know he's the Kanosh Kanaya, but they'll take his blood anyway, and if they do, it might be enough. What is happening? Okay, Silver, if Emilio is Jesus, I'm gonna be so... I'm gonna be amazed. He, like, bowed completely to the ground. Like, that was prostration. That's crazy. He's some figure of great importance. I've been rooming with Jesus. Wow, dude.
I don't think anyone's home.
This game's fucking nuts. What's happening? And he was saying he's gonna talk to Gabriel, I guess? Talk to me! I'm right here, I'm here to help. There's so much to do. Oh my god, there's so much to do, guys. Let's talk to Estelle.
Boy, Estelle looks exhausted.
Confide in me, girl. I'm concerned about you.
I heard Lady Howard mention some Egyptian artifacts that were found here.
I don't know what you mean.
If I show you my copy of Le Serpent Rouge, will you tell me about the Egyptian artifacts?
Follow me.
She's like, yeah, I will.
Lily's having a bath. Oh, she's been so distraught lately.
Does that relate to Mesme and Emilio?
Dr. Wen found these objects when he was digging here 20 years ago.
They're not being
He
scanned.
became convinced that the Wren mystery was deeply tied with Egyptology. He believes there's a seed of alien wisdom buried here, a seed similar to that planted in Egypt.
Huh. So, where did Dr. Wen find these artifacts anyway?
On the back of Mount Cardew, in a cave. He said it headed off into further caverns, but he never got the chance to explore them before his accident.
His accident?
Yes. Didn't you know?
Oh my.
That cave is on private land now. Not that it matters. It was just one of the many storage caves of the Atlanteans. The seed itself is the real treasure. It was placed based on cosmic alien logic. Unfortunately,
What?
Dr. Wen's latest calculations still seem to be a bit off.
I'm not surprised. That cosmic alien logic's a bitch. Can I just look at the pictures, please?
Oh, of course. I'm sorry.
Dude, we're talking a lot of our research was about... Oh shit. That's important.
This?
Dr. Wen never identified it. Odd, isn't it?
Can I borrow this photograph? I promise I'll get it back to you.
In exchange for Le Serpent Rouge?
Deal.
We've already solved it, so you can't beat me. It took 3 days.
I better go. Good luck, Estelle.
Thank you, Grace. Of course, I wish you the same.
Did we take what we needed? Good. Good. This was on the cover for this time block. Okay, let me tell y'all something. Really quick. I thought they were being scammed. I thought they weren't actually... nothing was related, but it does make sense that anything that Egyptology is connected, because when reading about literally this...
Where did the bloodline of the pharaohs go? Look to he who is legendary for his wisdom to find the answer.
There's been an undercurrent related to, you know, the pharaohs, like Osiris, Isis, all these entities of like Egyptian origin that have been connected, which makes me think perhaps Emilio isn't Jesus, but maybe is connected with that angle of things? Shit, I don't know.
I have my doubts about Dr. Wen's seed, but this looks Egyptian, all right. It also looks like something a vampire might use.
I need to go back to my room really quick. I want to see if we can look anything up. Not in here. Okay. Maybe there is nothing to look up, but... Hold on. There was something else. Hold on. Was it topics? Yeah.
Osiris was part of the Star of Bethlehem. And it looks like it's about to, or just did, go into the same configuration again.
Hello, Boo. It's the famous Boo. I'm gonna write that down. Thank you! Thank you for the Kula Limpa hood! The Tingle hood! Appreciate it. I feel like myself when I have the Tingle hat on. I think I need to get a Tingle hat in real life. When Tingle. When I Kulu on my lip. When she Kulus on my Limpa! Sorry. When Tingle does a dance. No, I gotta put Tingle on YouTube. I have that series still. It's been years now, but it will happen. I always get intimidated because it's the longest stream series I've done, which this game might actually dethrone. I don't know, but okay, hold up. Tingle's like 10 plus parts. Yeah, I think it's like 15. Maybe? This is the 11th Gabriel Night stream if I labeled everything correctly, so it's close. Hi, Chimera. Hey, thank you so much for the stream streak. I know I think there was like, they were talking while I said hello to you, but it's very rude for me not to readdress you. I hope you're doing well. This is gonna be a shorter stream today, guys. Hence the title.
Hello, hi. Hi. Hey. Hello.
Some brain stuff going on. I feel you. I hope everything's okay. We can rest your brain if it needs some extra rest. Speaking of resting my brain, one second. Powering down. Okay, I'm back. I did wanna... There was one section of the notes I took that was like... No, I know what I need to look up. I know. I gotta do. I looked up Egypt. Just doing a little bit of wiki crawling for a second. What should I have for dinner, guys? What do you guys think? What should I have for dinner? You had Chinese food? Ooh, shit, that sounds good. What specifically did you have, if you don't mind me asking? If you don't want to share, that's okay, but that sounds so good. Chinese ribs and fried. Yes, that sounds so good. Oh. A good fried rice right now, I could fuck that up. Dude, that sounds so tasty. That is delicious. I really don't think there's much to look up right now. I'm just like... I'm so perplexed by what's going on in this game at the moment. And I'm also a bit, like, scared. Maybe I should go talk to Emilio. Maybe he'd, like, want to talk to me. I don't know if we would, but I guess we could see. Big chillin' despite big spooks. If you're referring to big spooks in the game, yes, it does seem like there's a potential for big spooks incoming. But we're likely not going to see much spooky tonight if I don't do much.
I've overheard enough.
Now we're talking. Bro.
I think it's time we had a talk, Mr. Baza. You left that copy of Le Serpent Rouge at the museum for me, didn't you?
Yes.
And the little notes at the center of the
It was you, not the Abbé.
Guilty as charged.
I knew it was him.
I don't get it.
I took it as the Abbé doing it.
Why didn't you just be open about it?
I must be very careful that certain people do not know that I am here.
You're part of the secret brotherhood, aren't you? You and Mesme.
You are correct about Mesme. He is with the Brotherhood, but I am not.
What secret brotherhood?
Some time.
And Montreux, he's one of the others, the ones who steal the blood?
Yes. They call themselves adepts of the holy blood, but they are vampires, pure and simple.
I don't understand. Why doesn't the Brotherhood just stop the vampires?
If you are to understand what we're up
Here we
against, you must know the whole story. Listen.
He's gonna act it out.
The secret brotherhood are the weavers of the bloodline. It is a process intricately linked to the stars. The birth of the Divine One, the one the Brotherhood calls the Kenosh Kenaya, can only happen during certain planetary alignments with the constellation Osiris. Just over 2,000 years ago was the last such configuration. The Brotherhood was expecting something profound. They tried frantically to read the signs and omens. There were many branches of the bloodline, even back then. One was the House of David, and it was to this branch that the signs pointed. So the Brotherhood used their influence and a bit of magic to convince the current heir, Joseph, to marry his betrothed before the date prescribed by Jewish tradition. Mary conceived.
So it's an Egyptian brotherhood, okay.
The signs for the birth were auspicious. A conjunction of two planets, Jupiter and Mercury.
Mercury, I said Saturn
before. A star, a certain sign of success. But the Jewish king, Herod, heard of the birth of a Davidic heir and threatened.
Do you guys know who Jesus is?
The Brotherhood took the family to Egypt, and the young god was reared there, tutored in the ways of the infinite.
So Jesus was the Kenosh Kenaya?
Oh yes, he was what we had awaited. The open portal between man and the infinite. The one who could see the fabric of the universe and alter it at will.
Wow.
But he was also a Jew. Jesus insisted on studying the Torah, learning his heritage. As he read the tales, he became convinced that he was the Jewish Messiah. From the Brotherhood's point of view, it was a limited ambition. And yet, who were we to tell the Divine One what he was or was not?
What happened?
He returned to Jerusalem. A few of the Brotherhood went with him to watch over him. What we didn't realize, perhaps because we were not Jews, was that Jesus intended to fulfill the prophecies. All of them.
What about the vampires? Where do they come in?
I will try to explain. You see, the Brotherhood collected blood samples for study and testing before they selected brides. There were certain magical rites performed. There had always been rumors that some of these priests had dared imbibe
We did read about this.
blood,
Them making the perfect heir for the pharaoh.
Of course, such things were taboo. And when these rumors surfaced among the initiates, they were harshly scolded. But when Jesus was being reared in Egypt, there was a young initiate who envied his strange abilities. He began to whisper to his friends that to truly serve the Kenosh Kenaya, the priesthood ought also to be immortal, just like the Kenosh Kenaya himself.
Jesus was immortal?
In a sense, He could reweave the fabric of his body at will, just as he could those of others. He could have healed his own wounds, but he chose to perform the sacrifice the prophecies demanded. It wouldn't have been much of a sacrifice had he rescinded.
So what happened with the young initiate?
His name was Sine, and one of the boys he persuaded was Ali, son of the Brotherhood's headmaster. Ali wasn't a bad boy, but he loved Jesus and liked the idea of living with him forever. Fortunately, he approached his father about it one night. When the headmaster heard of the heresy, he exploded. Sine and his followers were expelled. Only Ali remained, having repented his ignorance. But Sine and his followers didn't give up. Sine grew bitter. He decided they would steal the blood. He kept his eyes on the conclave, but could never get close. When Jesus left for Jerusalem, they managed to keep it secret from Sine. He did not arrive in Israel until it was too late.
So Sine's group, the Adepts, are still after the blood.
Even worse, they found it. Jesus had heirs, 2 sons.
Oh.
That was the one thing he did agree to do for the Brotherhood's sake. His sons were only human. They'd missed the window of Osiris, but they survived to have descendants.
Now the window is open again.
Yes.
Is the baby, Charlie, the Kanosh Kanaya?
We do not know. It depends on how well the vine has been woven. It depends on many things. Sadly, it may not matter. Where the Brotherhood has woven for 2,000 years, the Adepts have tasted. The bloodline grew too broad for the Brotherhood to protect each descendant every minute. And as the vampires succeeded in stealing here and there, they grew in power and in corruption. They will resort to anything for the blood, blackmail, murder, even black magic.
They've been mixing the blood as you have, but in their own bodies.
Exactly. And they've been doing it for so many generations that they have changed, physically. It is a result of the blood, but even more, the result of corruption. You see, the power they have is stolen. It is not theirs. Even so, they are strong. The Brotherhood does not taste of the forbidden fruit. They're no match for the Adepts anymore. And the baby's blood may be enough to tip them over the threshold, even if he's not all we think he might be.
So, what will happen if they take his blood?
Montreux will be king of the world. Rex Mundi incarnate.
God. Ah, it's Gabriel. Thank heaven.
Thank heaven indeed. We have quite nearly run out of time. May we meet in your room, Ms. Nakamura?
Okay, chat. I hope you liked the history lesson. Okay. So this is the final time block of the game. But I wasn't expecting to finish the game today. So we might have to stop now. Seems like a good place to stop, indeed. So, really quickly, I am checking the UHS. I think I'm... Dang. Okay, I'm looking at the UHS and I'm like, what did I miss? And we followed Baza, we saw his meeting. You might want to confront Baza, but it would end the time block. So we did everything else we need to do except one thing. We missed one thing. So
they chased me for miles.
I need to I need to go back. Oh, just kidding. Close the game. Nobody saw that. I need to go back. I need to go back. So I'm gonna do that really quickly. There's one thing I missed. There's one thing I missed, according to UHS. And the reason why I check is because if we're gonna finish up today, nobody saw what just happened. Not even I did. So, yeah. Just a moment. We're gonna restore. We're gonna restore right here. It's related to a fingerprint thing, and because I've been pretty solid with fingerprints thus far, I want to see.
There aren't any more prints on the folder. Or
there's one thing we can get. At least I think we can.
It's just Estelle's coffee cup. I've already got one.
It's floating. It's fucking floating. This might not end up being anything, but I do want to check based on the guide.
I wonder if Estelle's left anything on that bottle.
Got it.
Guess Gabriel got it. Okay. It's funny because she said we already have one, but I don't think we do, so...
I wonder who could have left this at the museum. There aren't any more prints on the folder or the pages.
Let me go put that back in. I got the UHS here. This might not end up mattering because, as we heard when she talked with Baza, she was like, "You left it for me." He was like, "Yeah, I did." But still, I want to look. Whose prints do we have? The Abbes, Bukellis, Madeline's, Estelle's, Lady Howard's, Montreux, Wilkes, Larry, and then there's 3 from the manuscript, and we know who those are now. There's 1 from Le Serpent Rouge, which I don't think we know. What if it's his? Okay, we don't have a print from him, so... I'm just gonna say maybe that's the case. Let's see.
Working.
Estelle!
Oh, she
was
did!
The one who left Le Serpent Rouge?
Or did he get her to do it? Huh. She left it. Okay, let's unlink that, because that's not right. She did it. Okay, good thing I went back and got that. That's interesting. I think this is after I already have... I didn't do that before talking to her, so I don't know if I've missed anything now, but...
I don't think I'm going to learn anything new from Estelle.
But yeah, we already got the photo in exchange for it, so I guess we just kind of learned that in a backwards order. I don't think that scene could have happened differently. I hope not. So yeah, I think that's all I kind of wanted to do. That's from the UHS of what we're supposed to do. That's the only thing I was missing. So, okay. Now we know. I'm gonna go with that being pretty much it. So, we do have an ad break coming up. I'm gonna skip through this cutscene and save, and then we're gonna close the game. After the ads are done, just because I don't want to have to rush through the end of this, after the ads are done, we'll do a bit of a wrap-up, and then we will finish up stream. Because I'm pretty sure we've done everything we can. My only thought is that I could technically go back, get the fingerprint first, and then talk to Estelle. I just really don't think anything different would happen. I'll do that during the ad break. If nothing different happens, that's great. That'll just be for me, my sanity, which is dwindling anyway. But yeah. Okay, let's save. Make sure we've put everything in that we need to. I think we have. The only thing I'll say is, like, what is this? Did I just not find information of this Brotherhood's, like, name directly? Like, we researched a bunch of stuff that was related to Egypt, for sure. But, like, how did Grace know, like, you're with the Brotherhood? You know what I mean? Like, obviously, that's... I don't think anything's gonna come up, but, like, that's just what I'm curious about. It just seems a little... Like, I was like, what? How does she know? That's crazy. And we knew something was up with him this whole time, so... It's fair, it's fair, it's fair. Nope, sorry. Sacred bloodline of the Pharaohs. Yes, this is what we... is the most connected to me, it seems. Blood of the Pharaohs was divine. Yep, this is totally where... It just... The Brotherhood is never... like... said directly, but this is the exact entry that it's, like, super connected to. Let me just write this down super quick. Okay. Yes, the living Osiris. And as Chimera says, the guy cut into pieces and then threw his Shminis in the Nile. So funny. Hello, Mako! How are you? Welcome in. Holy shit. This has been crazy. This game is crazy. We just found out this guy who has been next door at our hotel this whole time is of, like, an ancient Egyptian brotherhood that, like, uses magic to create the perfect pharaoh offspring, and Jesus was one of them, and now there's, like, another one, and there's vampires. Anyway, it's a lot. Well, I'm hoping you're doing well too. It's nice to see you. I hope you're well. What we're essentially doing is, today's a shorter stream, so after the upcoming ads we're gonna finish up, but during the ad break I'm gonna do a bit of sanity checking about the ordering of events during this chapter. Likely everything's fine. Just wanna check. Just for me. This is just for me now. Let me save. And then I'm gonna restore, and we're gonna handle this during the ads. I'm gonna store here, right after the eavesdropping. We're gonna go and get the fingerprint, and then do the stuff with Estelle. But yeah, you won't miss anything, guys. The same order of events. If anything different happens, I will, like, click out and pause the game so you don't miss it. but I'm assuming everything's gonna be the same. Just wanna know.
I wonder if...
But yeah, sit tight through the ads. I really appreciate it. This will be the last ad break. This will be the last ad break for the day, because I gotta eat and rest a little bit. Then yeah, thank you guys for joining me today.
Got it.
I will be right back. Welcome back, everybody. So I went back, and there is, in fact, something different. We can ask her. We now have this prompt to talk to her, so let's see.
Estelle, I've been meaning to ask. You didn't lose this, did you?
Le Serpent Rouge?
Hello, Stab. Welcome.
What? But that's not the one that... Where did you get it?
Don't you
Thank you for
know?
clocking in.
Should I? May I see it again?
No. You left this riddle for me just like you left
Ooh, I
the
hope
book
the gym
and all
was good.
those notes, didn't you?
What on earth are you talking about?
Hmm.
Look, will you show me your copy? We have a copy too, you see, but we haven't made much headway. Yours looks quite different. Please, Grace. Please.
I'll think about it.
Alright, so she was not the one who actually left it. For some reason, her fingerprint was on it. But if Emilio has no fingerprints, because he hasn't left fingerprints on anything else, perhaps she picked it up, the folder up at some point, and he used the folder that she had?
I heard Lady Howard mention some Egyptian
Not sure.
artifacts
After
that
being
were
sick for
found
2
here.
weeks, I had to take
I
it
don't
slow.
know what
Oh
you
yeah,
mean.
you mentioned that.
All right.
I hope it was a
I'll
nice,
show you my
easy
copy of
workout
Le
to get back
Serpent
into
Rouge
it.
if you tell me. but it better be good.
Come up to my room.
So for those who don't remember or just got here, we've actually already seen this.
A bath. Oh, she's been so distraught lately. She hasn't been in the mood to talk about the mystery.
We've already seen that. We got this.
I have my doubts about Dr. Wen's seed, but this looks Egyptian, all right. It also looks like something a vampire might use.
So all I did while I was gone was I went and got her fingerprint, and then before I went and talked to her, I scanned it into Sydney, saw that it was a match, then went down to talk to her. So now I believe all we're missing is talking to Emilio. That's it. And because we already did that technically, for those who want to see the cutscene and everything that happened when we talked to him, feel free to check the VOD. Basically, he divulged all this information finally that Prince James's right-hand man Mesme is a member of a secret brotherhood, which is like a line of, I guess, magicians, advisors, whatever, all the way from ancient Egypt that were in charge of weaving the genetic the genetic offsprings of the pharaohs to like create the perfect pharaoh, essentially. Maybe not specifically pharaoh, but create the next Osiris, which is someone who is both man and infinite at the same time, like capable of being immortal and all these things, like God King essentially vibes, but they don't phrase it as intense as that. Emilio says he's not a part of it, he's not in the Brotherhood, but he's like adjacent. What's interesting though is Mesme, when they met up in the cemetery, when we eavesdropped on them, Mesme was like fully prostrated, like bowing to Emilio, and it's like, okay, why is that? Like, what's going on with that? Still don't know. But essentially, we don't know if Prince James's son is what they call the Kanosh Kanaya, which Jesus was. We don't know if he's like the second coming, essentially, in the way that we often understand it. They're not sure, but because he isn't, they are pretty sure he's a descendant. If the blood of his blood ends up in the wrong hands, which are Monstro's people, which were an offshoot of the original secret brotherhood, the Adepts of the New Blood, or Adepts of the Royal Blood, if that happens, Monstro, who's like the head of them right now, like he would become obscenely powerful and everything would be really, really bad. So they can't have that happen. Which we already needed to stop him anyway, because we thought he was like the vampire trying to hurt our client's son. But now it's deepened because it goes all the way back to like 2,000 years ago, to when Jesus was alive. So yes, that is what's up. I'm gonna save. How many points do we have now? 239. Okay, so we got a little bit more. I'm gonna save it as Estelle 2. I'm pretty sure now I can talk to him. I'm gonna check the UHS super fast. The UHS, by the way, is the Universal Hint System. I'm only referring to it because we already finished this time block and I want to be sure I'm not missing anything. So we followed him. We had the scene where we met him. We got the fingerprints. We scanned them. Yep, okay. Also Universal Hint Silver, but I have no modules for this game. Yes, UHS can also refer to Universal Hint Silver, which has helped me many times in the past.
I think it's time we had a talk, Mr. Baza. You left that copy of Le Serpent Rouge at the museum for me, didn't you?
Yes.
And the little notes at the center of the circle and the arms of the hexagram.
Guilty as charged.
I don't get it. If you wanted to help Gabriel and I, why didn't you just be open about it?
I must be very careful that certain people do not know that I am here.
You're part of the secret brotherhood, aren't you? You and Mesme.
You are correct about Mesme.
See, I still don't know how she knows that.
But I am not.
She did meet Mesme before, because that happens in the comic. But maybe they mentioned the Brotherhood in the comic? I have to check again?
Yes. They call themselves Adepts of the Holy Blood. But they are vampires, pure and simple.
I don't understand. Why doesn't the Brotherhood just stop the vampires?
Incredible intuition, perhaps.
If you are to understand what we're up against, you must know
I did just save, so I am going to press
story.
escape and skip through this because we have already seen it. Unless anyone wants to watch it again, it is in the VOD.
The secret Brotherhood are the weavers of the bloodline.
So
it is a process intricately linked to the stars. The birth of the Divine One, the one the Brotherhood calls the Kenosh Kenaya, can only happen during certain planetary alignments with the constellation Osiris. Just over 2,000 years ago was the last such configuration. The Brotherhood was expecting something profound.
maybe I should watch it again so I can absorb
They
it.
tried frantically to read the signs and omens. There were many branches of the bloodline, even back then. One was the House of David, and it was to this branch that the signs pointed. So the Brotherhood used their influence and a bit of magic to convince the current heir, Joseph, to marry his betrothed before the date prescribed by Jewish tradition. Mary conceived. The signs for the birth.
So Joseph was the current heir. It was his line, what they're claiming, rather than Mary in like Christian tradition of being like
a certain sign of success.
divinely conceived, like immaculately conceiving of him.
The Jewish king Herod heard of the birth of
I didn't even process that the first time. Joseph was the heir.
The Brotherhood took the family to Egypt, and the young god was reared there, tutored in the ways of the infinite.
So Jesus was the Kenosh Kenaya?
Oh yes, he was what we had awaited. The open portal between man and the infinite. The one who could see the fabric of the universe and alter it at will.
Wow.
But he was also a Jew. Jesus insisted on studying the Torah, learning his heritage. As he read the tales, he became convinced that he was the Jewish Messiah. From the Brotherhood's point of view, it was a limited ambition, and yet who were we to tell the Divine One what he was or was not?
What happened?
He returned to Jerusalem. A few of the Brotherhood went with him to watch over him. What we didn't realize, perhaps because we were not Jews, was that Jesus intended to fulfill
He says
the
we were not
prophecies.
Jews, even though he says he's not a part of the Brotherhood.
All of them.
What about the
We are just going to watch
vampires?
this again. Sorry, guys.
Where do they come in?
I will try to explain. You see, the Brotherhood collected blood samples for study and testing before they selected brides. There were certain magical rites performed. There had always been rumors that some of these priests had dared imbibe the blood to steal power for themselves. Of course, such things were taboo, and when these rumors surfaced among the initiates, they were harshly scolded. But when Jesus was being reared in Egypt, there was a young initiate who envied his strange abilities. He began to whisper to his friends that to truly serve the Kenosh Kenaya, the priesthood ought also to be immortal, just like the Kenosh Kenaya himself.
Jesus was immortal?
In a sense, he could reweave the fabric of his body at will, just as he could those of others. He could have healed his own wounds, but he chose to perform the sacrifice the prophecies demanded. It wouldn't have been much of a sacrifice had he rescinded.
So what happened with the young initiate?
His name was Sinai, and one of the boys he persuaded was Ali, son of the Brotherhood's headmaster. Ali wasn't a bad boy, but he loved Jesus and liked the idea of living with him forever. Fortunately, he approached his father about it one night. When the headmaster heard of the heresy, he exploded. Sinai and his followers were expelled. Only Ali remained, having repented his ignorance. But Sinai and his followers didn't give up. Sinai grew bitter. He decided they would steal the blood. He kept his eyes on the conclave, but could never get close. When Jesus left for Jerusalem, they managed to keep it secret from Sinai. He did not arrive in Israel until it was too late.
I missed before that Ali repented and didn't go with Sine. Sine's group is the Adepts, yeah.
So Sine's group, the Adepts, are still after the blood.
Even worse, they found it. Jesus had heirs, 2 sons. That was the one thing he did agree to do for the Brotherhood's sake. His sons were only human. They'd missed the window of Osiris, but they survived to have descendants.
Now the window is open again.
Yes,
Is the baby, Charlie, the Kanosh Kanaya?
we do not know. It depends on how well the vine has been woven. It depends on many things. Sadly, it may not matter. Where the Brotherhood has woven for 2,000 years, the Adepts have tasted. The bloodline grew too broad for the Brotherhood to protect each descendant every minute. And as
Thank you for clocking in.
vampires succeeded in stealing
Zero.
here and there, they grew in power and in corruption. They will resort to anything for the blood, blackmail, murder, even black magic.
They've been mixing the blood as you have, but in their own bodies.
Exactly. And they've been doing it for so many generations that they have changed, physically. It is a result of the blood, but even more, the result of corruption. You see, the power they have is stolen. It is not theirs. Even so, they are strong. The Brotherhood does not taste of the forbidden fruit. They're no match for the Adepts anymore. And the baby's blood may be enough to tip them over the threshold, even if he's not all we think he might be.
So what will happen if they take his blood?
Montreux will be king of the world. Rex Mundi incarnate.
God. Ah, it's Gabriel. Thank heaven.
Thank heaven indeed. We've quite nearly run out of time. May we meet in your room, Ms. Nakamura?
Alright, we're gonna save. I know we watched that twice, but I was good because I missed a couple things the first time. This is the final time block of the game. We're not going to be doing it tonight, hence the stream title of Short Stream Tonight. Next stream will be entirely dedicated to finishing the game. With that save, I'm going to check the file folder where it is, and I assume I can just press X and close the game. I just want to make sure. It is save 113. Yes, it does exist. So I'm going to close the game. And next stream, hopefully, we will see the conclusion of Gabriel Knight 3, Blood of the Sacred, Blood of the Damned. So, thank you guys for joining me. I greatly appreciate it. Today was shorter, but I had just as much of a nice time as I always do with you all. So thank you so much. And Zero, I was curious too, so I'm gonna look up Emilio's voice actor, because I actually don't know. Gabriel Knight 3 voice actors. Let's check the IMDb. It is, hold up. It's Billy West, who appears to be a very prolific, a very common VA across many things, which is very cool. Yeah, that's who that is. He did a lot. Yeah, he was Fry from Futurama. I'm seeing that. That's so cool. Super neat. But yes, thank you guys for joining me. I had a great time. I know it was a shorter stream. I appreciate the company regardless. It means a lot to me. And as I said last stream, I thought I was going to be live sooner than today. But a mixture of not feeling great Hello, Link. Bye, Link. Mixture of not feeling great and just being busy with other stuff. Today was the day that worked out. As for when my next stream is going to be, expect me from Thursday to Saturday? In that range? I don't know if it's going to be Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, but
Thank you for clocking
from the
in.
9th to the 11th. Been lurking. Oh, no sorries needed. It's so nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. I had a nice time with this one. And yeah, I'll be live range from the 9th to the 11th. I'm not sure which day, but yeah, that's what I'm up to. I did want to say that I was asked, I think last time, what game I'm going to be playing next after I finish this. I can't say I've given it much more thought since then. I did talk about how, yes, I am going to be playing The Longest Journey, maybe not the very next thing, but soon. Maybe the thing after that, depending on if I find like a shorter game to do in between. I have a lot of games that I own. I have many games in my PNC folder that need to be played for sure. But this has been a long one, so I'm just trying to gauge if I want to jump into that next or not. Regardless, it's either going to be the next thing we play or the one right after. Because I've been saying it for the past couple months that I want to play the game, so I'm very excited about it. And I guess it'll be kind of nice to go from one 3D point and click 3D adventure game to another 3D adventure game. It seems kind of fun. But yeah, I've kind of been just flying with from this, what is it, flying by the seat of my pants? I can't even get it out. Flying by the seat of my pants when it comes to the games I've been wanting to stream. I do own a lot, and I have so many lovely suggestions from you all. I just do best streaming games that I feel really like, yeah, I really want to play this right now. Sometimes I can like conjure that feeling, sometimes it comes naturally before I even start playing. So we'll see what hits, we'll see what strikes me like lightning. But regardless, we're not quite done with this one yet. So thank you guys so much. I think we're just gonna raid GDQ, mostly because I'm pretty tired. So, oh, I guess Mako just started streaming. That could be nice. That could be nice too. Oof, I don't know now. I see a picture of a pizza on his screen, which is exciting. It'd be nice to send the love to Mako, actually. He usually doesn't stream around this time. I have not been watching a lot of streams, to be honest. I have been, now that GDQ is on, I've kind of just been watching that. But if you guys like speedrunning, SGDQ is happening right now, and I highly recommend that you watch some and check it out. But yeah, I'm gonna leave the raid message here. Feel free to copy the raid message. The top one is if you have my emotes, and the bottom one or not. But yeah, I'm actually not sure if he takes raids, so we'll see. But thank you guys so much for joining me and for hanging out. Like I said, I'll be back later this week. Take care of yourselves in the meantime. And yeah, I really appreciate you all. And I will catch you guys soon. Let's see if we can raid Mako. We can! We will raid Mako. It seems like they're gonna be doing a mixture of Splatoon and Rhythm Heaven Groove, which I have not seen any of. I know Jerma played it recently, but I didn't see him play any of it. So if you are interested in that, Mako is a chill variety streamer who is a cat. I think that they are okay with me saying he's a cat. I don't know. He streams as a cat and does a bunch of stuff. So feel free to stick around for the raid if you'd like. Yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Thank you guys so much. Bye bye, everybody. Miss you already. Wah. Okay, sorry, being annoying. Okay, see ya.